We ready now?
Yes.
Welcome to the preview for the Ruhl Forensic sale that goes off Friday, March 23rd at 7 p.m. And this one was just kind of a conglomeration of different things. Ruhl Forensics is an outfit out of Champaign, and they had some odds and ends and equipment that didn't quite fit in, so we're just selling it all. And anyway, we've got shopping carts here. We're selling them in lots of 5, and these are pretty nice shopping carts. They're in good shape, good condition. They're used, but they're in pretty good shape, so they're not too bad. Here we got a little roll-around bread rack here on wheels, out of wire. That one's in there. We've got this ramp. This came out of the entryway and into a back door, and it wasn't that old when they installed it. It hasn't been used, but I would say maybe 2 years. And you've got extra pieces that go in there with it too, all your extra pieces. And that's a nice sturdy ramp. Here we have, this is a virtual GT Pro. It has the big screen that goes with it, and this runs off of a PC computer system, and the PC had a hard drive issue, so we just pulled the PC out of it, and it can run on a PlayStation 2 or a PC, but it's wired in for those two, and we even have the software package to go with it. And back here, they're a little tight, didn't we? Here we have a, I believe, 72 card file. Came out of an old library, but it's in real good shape. There's a couple scratches on the sides and a little piece right here on the side that's chipped off, but it's in really good shape. Other than that, it's real sturdy, and it's got all the drawers, and it's got the brass hardware on it, and so it's a nice little piece there. Let's see, here we have a stair lift here, and this one was made for a house that makes a 90-degree wraparound at the base, so it can you can sit in on the back side, and it'll take you around to the front, and it'll go up at a 90-degree angle. And it was professionally disassembled from the house. It is not very old. I think I put on the description the manufacturer's date, so it should be on there, but you've got all your hardware and everything, and it's all ready just to be reassembled. And this one here came from a different home, and this is an Acorn model, and this one just makes a straight shot. It's not as new. That one there is a later model, but this one is a little earlier, and but it just makes a straight shot and just goes straight up the stairs. So that one's for the people with the straight staircases. I guess since we're back here, what we'll do is we'll go show these off. Here you've got a chain hoist here. There's several. They're well used, but they're all heavy duty. You've got like 3 tons, 1.5 ton, 1 ton, and then I want to say you got a 5 ton in this one. I'm not sure what the rating on it is, but it's a beast there. And so you got all your chains and all your hooks and connections all going with it, but they're each individual lots. Here we have road signs, road safety signs. There are all kinds of road safety signs here. You got your heavy duty power cell stands, big ones, they fold out. But one lot is your larger reflective signs that are like so. And that's, I believe, the first lot up is these, and then they have 4 of these power cell stands that go with them that fold out, and they are crash test rated and OSHA approved and all that good stuff. And so there'll be 3 separate lots, and there is one lot that has no stands. So we had more signs than we had stands, so we made a separate lot where there's no stands and it's just signs. Here you've got Elon controllers. Here you have These are Dell Power Edge T710, and I believe they came out of a hospital. I believe they're servers from a hospital, and they got the Xeon processor, and they're fairly recent models, so I'd imagine they're pretty pricey. There's other odds and ends, electronic pieces. These you hook up. I'm not really sure why, but these are made to hook up 10 iPods at the same time. So maybe for DJs or something like that. We've got laptops. There's a pretty good Dell laptop here, and it's a nice one. It runs, it works. It's been, we erased everything, reset it, and so it's ready for someone new to have it as their computer. Here, I don't think anybody realizes what this one is, but this is an Apple rack mount server, and it is made by Apple Computer. And so this one here is another pretty expensive item that I don't think many people are going to bid on because it's pretty specific. But if somebody's a computer guy, electronics person, this piece here is something you could definitely use. You got a Kenwood under the rack CD mount. You've got all these. You got Sonance. This is a amplifier. This is a Sonance 260 amplifier. You've got an ADCOM. I think there's 4 or 5 ADCOM sustainable power. And these ones here, they're all in real good shape. We pulled them right out of the house, disconnected them, so they're all working and in working order. There's other stuff here. If we threw in some, they got a metal detector. You got LED solar lights. These here, you got brand new hunting blinds there. Brand new hunting blinds. ATV winches. There's several of these. There's 4 of these, I think, on here. All kinds of good stuff. Brand new polyurethane air hose. This one here is a keyboard bench. They have this keyboard bench, so it's heavy duty. You can turn these dials and it'll go right up. And then you got your keyboard. You can plug it in and play. This one here is a little odd. It's also another specific item, and they are OBD2 readout connectors for your data on your vehicle. And there's about every brand of vehicle in here. There's Nissan, Mercedes, Ford, Honda, Audi. You'll just have to look through those and see. And there's also all the little connectors for it. And it's Ruhl Forensic use that quite often in their crash test data. Let's see, you got inverters. Here you have, this was an offset. It was part of the surveying system. But that's a Seco Premier Eclipse offset, and those are really good ones there. That's a really good model. They kept everything they had. They kept all this specialized equipment. They kept in these Pelican cases, and so that's what everything was stored in, and it got taken out and put right back into these cases. So we've got several Pelican cases that are basically indestructible cases. These ones Hank liked a lot for some reason. But you've got these little miniature cones you could put out, maybe practice motorcycle riding or whatever you do. Here we have a TopCon total station. That's a GPT 1003 Pulse. It's a TopCon total station, and that's your surveying. And it's a good outfit, a very high dollar outfit, but people that survey already pretty much know that. And this does go with it. Your stand goes with it too. And we also had from the doc, from our doctor in Charleston, he had these Cleveland. He was a golfer, obviously, and so he had a lot of golf stuff that they weren't taking with him. And so you got this Cleveland golf bag. This one here was in really, really good shape. And so, it's got just a little couple of wear marks on it right here, just a little bit. And other than that, it's in really good shape. This one's a little bit older, it's a little more used, but it's still Cleveland golf, so that's a good item. This one here, I guess I talked them out of this one because they were going to take it, but somebody custom made this for their daughter. And they just never got around to getting it put back together after they moved last time. But all the pieces are here. So anybody that's good with arts and crafts or construction, you could use this one here. You got a brand new battery charger. You got these are beam clamps for putting your beams together, for locking them in and bolting them together. They're made for heavy duty. You got Memphis gloves. I think this is all one lot, so there's about 10, 12, 14 pairs in there. Here, this is what they use for all their crash test data. This is old Buster. This is their version of Buster. And they purchased this from a company that used it, it was a Dutch, let me get this right, a Dutch graduate student. And this was his thesis project for his engineering degree. And so he made this, and it's got a custom welded dolly, and we're selling them separate. So you can bid on the dolly, or you can bid on the dummy. The dolly or the dummy. Here we have, this is your Vino Temp, made in Los Angeles, California. Adjustable temperature wine cooler. And that's one for somebody who likes to, a wine connoisseur who has lots of bottles, because it'll stack several bottles in there. Here we have a Gen Air stove that I believe was used less than a year. And they like to remodel. So they bought this, they remodeled their kitchen less than a year later. And so this is like new. I would call it like new. I don't even know if it's ever had a meal cooked on it. But it's in excellent condition, but this is the overhead range, and then we have the oven, and they're two separate lots. Here we have Maytag. These came out of Mahomet, and they came out of a very nice house, very nice and clean, and they're in excellent condition. And I mean, about as good as a set of washer and dryer can get. That's the condition of these two. Here you have your little mannequin. This was another one. This was the innocent bystander in the Ruhl forensics testing. We finally got his hand back that Jesse had used to display jewelry. We finally have his hand back on here, so he's all intact. It even comes with this fancy little Pink Floyd t-shirt too.
Very nice.
Kenmore stack washer and dryer. It is good. It's working. It's not a new by any means, but it is still working and it's still in good condition. And it'll dry and it'll wash. This one here, this is a nice piece here. We have a Cold Tech 6-bay cooler and freezer. You have 4 doors that are cooler, and then you have 2 doors that are freezers. So you got your freezer and your cooler. And believe it or not, he actually had this in his garage, and this was his own personal cooler. So that tells you anything. Oh, back here, you guys covered this up somehow. But this is the piece I really wanted to show off because it was, it's not selling for very much right now. And it's a pretty nice piece. It's Baker Road Furniture, company out of Wisconsin. And it's really nice wood. It's all real wood. It's not particle board. It's just solid wood. And it has the shelves to go with it. They go in here, and all your brackets are inside there. We just didn't want to put everything back so we could easily load it out. But everything works. It fits I want to say this is 60 inches wide, and a little over 50 inches tall. And so, actually, it's quite a bit larger than that because he had a 55-inch TV. So, and then you have another shelf. This piece here is your other shelf that fits on top right there. And it comes right apart. You don't even have to screw anything in. You just put it together, and there it is. This here is an American Heritage pool table. It has solid oak all the way around the sides. We took pictures of it before we disassembled everything. But we took it apart very gently. We were very gentle and took it apart. And we have all the pieces here. And it will need to be refelted, though. That's the key. There will not be a full pool table when you get here. We've already disassembled it and ripped the felt off of it. And you will definitely not be able to reuse the felt. So I would recommend maybe a professional doing that. But it's all ready to load right by the door, so just do some bidding on that. Here we have Explanor home training golf system. These fold out, and then it comes out with a pad here, and you practice. You have these little clubs. This one, there's only one of these is all we could find, and but it goes, it runs across the edge of this ring when you're swinging, and it's supposed to give you a swing like John Daly, or Tiger Woods, or one of them guys. None of that's there, Mike. Underneath, we did have some golf clubs that were really nice. There's like there's some really nice clubs in here. You have a Nike, and then you have here's a Big Bertha Fusion there, nice Big Bertha. And these were his clubs, but he had children that were golfers also, and so we've got several sets of youth golf clubs as well. Ping Moxies. There's a couple sets of Ping Moxies and USA Kids Golf. What else do we have, Mike? Safety vests.
Safety vests, we did. Our heater down here.
Yeah, oh yeah, brand new heater. We didn't get that guy, did we? But so that's the majority of our preview. So thank you very much. The bidding will end Friday night at 7 p.m. and thank you very much.